Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about my new favorite thing ever, and that is The Office. So if you guys didn't watch my favorites video from May, you wouldn't know that I recently became obsessed with The Office. I started watching it at the beginning of May and I finished it at the end of May. Oh my god, it is my absolute #1 favorite show. I'm obsessed with it, and I'm just going to be talking about it in this video because maybe you guys watching this really like The Office, and you know, we can have a little chat in the comments about The Office. I got into the show because I used to watch Parks and Rec. Well, I still watch Parks and Rec. I still like the show. A few years ago, I watched Parks and Rec and I really liked it, and everyone kept telling me to watch The Office because I really liked Parks and Rec. But I didn't want to watch The Office for some reason. I had seen the first episode and a few clips and I had known it was funny, like I thought it was funny, but I just didn't want to watch it because I guess I liked Parks and Rec so much, and then everyone was telling me if you like Parks and Rec and you watch The Office, you're gonna like The Office better. And I guess I didn't want The Office to ruin Parks and Rec for me because I really liked it. So then finally, my friend Eliza, who we like recommend things to each other all the time, and we have very similar tastes in like TV shows, books, movies, all of that, so we recommend stuff to each other all the time. And I always, like, if she recommends something to me, I always look into it because I know if she likes it, I might like it too. So she told me to watch it because she had watched the show and loved it, so I was like, you know what, fine. I'm finally gonna watch it, and I did. Thank you, Eliza, because I became obsessed. This is my favorite show, and I do have to agree that it is better than Parks and Rec. Let me back up a little bit. If you don't know what The Office is, it is a TV show which is a mockumentary, which basically it's a television show, but it is a documentary style television show where they are making a documentary about an office, Dunder Mifflin, and they are a paper supply company in Scranton, Pennsylvania. And so this documentary crew is coming into this company, and they're filming them and the employees and everything. Yeah, they're making a documentary about Dunder Mifflin, this paper company. And so it's great because if you've never seen this kind of show, if you've never seen this show, Parks and Rec, if you've never seen anything like this, basically the actors interact with the camera. There's no like fourth wall, like they look into the camera and all that, and the style, it's if you've ever seen the documentary, it looks like that. And so it's funny because the actors can interact with the camera and like they look into the camera at funny moments, and that's just it's really funny. And so that's one thing about it. And then just the jokes are great. They're my kind of jokes. It's my kind of humor. It's humor that I really like. Yeah, it's just the entire show is very funny. The characters are amazing. My favorite character is Jim Halpert, which is played by John Krasinski, and I also really love Pam Beesly, which is played by Jenna Fisher. They're also my favorite couple, by the way, so like they're my favorite. But Jim is hilarious. Also, John Krasinski makes the best facial expressions, so really love the characters on the show. They are amazing, and the actors are great, and I love how you can tell throughout the seasons that their personalities are put into these characters. So it's really funny, and also it's great to see the characters grow and evolve because you can definitely see a difference from the first episode to the last episode, that these characters are growing and changing and for the better. So it's also great to see the character growth too. At the same time, it's just hilarious with amazing jokes. And if you didn't know, there are 9 seasons. I really like the Dundies episode from season 2, which is season 2 episode 1, and it's basically the boss, Michael Scott, he has this award show type of thing for everyone in the office, and he calls it the Dundies. It's just really funny. One of my favorite lines comes from that episode, which is from Pam.
So finally I want to thank God, because God gave me this Dundee, and I feel God in this Chili's tonight.
That's like one of my favorite lines. I will leave links to my favorite scenes if I can find them on YouTube down below so you can see them. Also, my #1 favorite scene from the entire series, and probably my favorite episode. It's a two-parter. I love both parts, but it's basically a scene where Dwight, which is played by Rainn Wilson, he is trying to teach everyone in the office fire safety, and he ends up making a fake fire, and it's like mayhem in the office, like who is like trying to break the window and who is like breaking the vending machine and taking all the snacks out. There's someone who throws her cat in the ceiling, and like someone's climbing through the ceiling. Like, it is freaking hilarious. Like, that scene, I cry laughing every time I watch it. It's hysterical. So that is my favorite scene of all time in the entire series. Like, in general, it's just so funny. And that episode is hilarious because he gives one of the employees a heart attack, and then he realizes that he is the one that's causing them all stress, and he makes everyone have a roast for him, and then he gets angry when they are all bashing him. It's hilarious. Another one of my favorite episodes is when Jim and Pam have their daughter Cece. It's just really funny. That's again a two-parter, and the first part, which is the first episode, basically Pam doesn't want to go, she's in labor, but she doesn't want to go to the hospital until midnight, so everyone's trying to distract her, and Jim is going crazy because he wants to take her to the hospital. I also love, there's a scene in one of the episodes where Michael is having a meeting in the conference room, and behind him is a television. It has like the DVD like screensaver thing.
There's this cube on the screen, and it bounces around all day, and sometimes it looks like it's heading right into the corner of the screen, and then at the last minute it hits a wall and bounces away. And we are all just dying to see it go right into the corner.
And it's just so stupid. Like, that's this show. Like, it's just stupidity, but hilarious stupidity. But also what I like about it is there are real things that happen in it. Like, it's not just all humor. Like, there are characters that go through issues, and yes, there is humor added in there, but there's like issues that everyone goes through, and I like that real aspect of the show. And yeah, I like that about it, which is one of the reasons why I like it better than Parks and Rec, because I feel like Parks and Rec, there's not that many real issues, like realism in the show, whereas in The Office has that realness to it. And I also like how relatable it is, because if you work in an office, I work in an office, I actually am a receptionist in an office, so I am literally Pam. It has that realistic touch to it, so if you work in an office, I'm sure you can relate to it, and you know, I'm sure you have someone at your office that is like one of these characters, and if you're lucky, maybe you have a few people in your office that are like multiple, you know, characters from the show. But it's also even more funny if you work in an office and you're in that environment. I am obsessed with it, and I love talking about it with my friend Eliza, and also my brother has been watching it too, so we both find it hilarious. His favorite character is Creed, actually, and yeah, Creed is a little creepy for me. I love Jim and Pam. I love the show, and I couldn't picture it with any different characters. Like, I love all the characters that are on it, and it's just so funny. And I really hope that one day maybe they do a kind of reunion episode with all the characters come back. I think that would be amazing. I also love about this how all of the actors are actually friends in real life, and they still talk about it, and they still like post about it on like Instagram and Twitter and stuff. So that's also another great thing, that it's been over for 4 years, but yet the actors still really love the show and keep in contact and all that. So that's also kind of a cool thing. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I know it's probably kind of short, but if you guys watching have seen The Office, or you like The Office, you know, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about it, who your favorite character is, what are your favorite episodes and scenes from the show, and we can have a little discussion down in the comments. Oh, and if you haven't seen The Office, you should totally watch it. It is on Netflix. All 9 seasons are on Netflix. That's where I watched it. And obviously you can buy like the DVDs if you want. They're also on iTunes and like Amazon and stuff, but if you have Netflix, they're on Netflix, so you should go watch it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will leave links to other videos, more like in my review playlist, down below and in a card up here. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.